Well, the boys were back on the field in Supergroup action last weekend, and one game nearly saw David take down Goliath. All the highlights are coming right up. This is CAF Television. Welcome, everybody. A full slate of games was on tap last weekend. All age groups hit the pitch, and we will get to all that in just a moment. Also on today's show, it's an exciting time for soccer fans in the GTA as arena soccer is about to take center stage, and we will have a story for you on the recent launch of a new indoor endeavor starting this fall. But first, CAF game highlights, and one squad that entered last weekend riding a wave of confidence was Bree FC. Now, after going down 3-0 in their previous game against Niagara, Bree stormed back to take a 4-3 lead and ultimately had to settle for a 4-4 draw. But it showed the kind of talent and heart the under-16 squad really has, and they would need both those things in spades on Sunday as they took on powerful Fogo.
This was a physical, contentious game, but it had its lighter moments. Case in point, ball goes out of bounds back at the 30-yard line, and Bree decides to substitute. Isoza Abonge just keeps casually moving up about 30 yards or so until he's well past midfield. Finally, the ref says, "Get back there." Everyone had a pretty good laugh over that one. Just a touch too greedy on that one. Good try, though. Fogo with the best chance of the first half. Antonio Cepeda to Jack Quattro Chichi flies it just wide of the net, though. And as mentioned, this was a rough game. A couple of fouls here as Fogo gets a red card. It almost degenerated into an actual fight. But at the end of the game, Fogo was down to 9 men, Bree down to 7. All due to red cards that were handed out. Second half, Fogo tried to capitalize on their man advantage. Cepeda in the box gets taken down, but the Bree goalie gets the ball first, so good non-call. And then moments later, it's Cepeda on the break again. Dean Dillon coming up with the monster stop right there. And then last gasp for Fogo, Elias Goritzas charging in, and oh boy, that hurts. Slides it just wide of the post. So a 0-0 draw. Afterwards, both Bree and Fogo players were very mature in their responses as to how physical things got there out on the pitch.
You know what, Bree FC, kudos to them. They brought a lot of physicality to this game, and we just couldn't match up with it. There were times where we tried to, and we could as a team, but we didn't come mentally prepared today.
I think sometimes you need to calm down. The game, you have to play the game, play the ball. You don't always have to go for the contact. You can just calm down and play the game as it's supposed to be played.
You know what, we played good, we put everything in, but came unfortunate with the loss. We went 2 or 3 men up. They got a couple red cards, and it was unfortunate that we couldn't capitalize on so many chances.
I think we played good. We played very aggressive. We could have passed the ball a little more, taken our opportunities by finishing, crossing the ball more, but other than that, I think we played a good game.
Well, Milton United is enjoying a successful first season in the CAF Under-16 Supergroup. Through 2 months of play, they've got just a single loss as a blemish on their record, featuring a potent attack led by Joey D'Agostino and Justin Pulaski. MUFC hasn't had any trouble putting the ball in the net, and they continue to flex their offensive muscle against Chantilly on Sunday.
Chantilly struggling in the under-16 group. Just a single win up to this point, and Milton strikes first, but not before one of the saves of the week. Hunter Oakley on Matthew DiMichele, but he can only do so much. Michael Ferlisi puts home the second chance. 1-0 Milton. Chantilly way too sloppy on defense here, and you can't do that against MUFC. DiMichele turning and burning it. Sweet shot. Milton up by a deuce through 26 minutes. Just 6 minutes later, Chantilly napping a bit here. Joey D'Agostino crushes it past Oakley from 30 yards out. MUFC fully in control, up 3-0. As if Oakley wasn't being abused enough, watch how he lands right there. Ouch. And a goal. And the keeper in some serious pain. Poor guy had to leave the game with an ankle injury. 4-0 United. Second half of play. The onslaught continues. Justin Pulaski eludes the keeper, new keeper Matthew Polenta, and threads the needle. 5-0 for Milton through 76. Lepenta doing his best after coming in cold off the bench. Fantastic stop off the one-timer there. But when you're having a bad day, nothing seems to go right. The unfortunate deflection into their own net by Chantilly. Just not their day. And then it's Pulaski to somebody not listed on the game sheet. Mr. X makes it 7-0. And after the game, goal scorer Joey Agostino was proud of how his team executed on the afternoon.
At the end of the day, we practiced what we did. We did what we practiced usually, and we were able to slip a few goals in. Our defense played a great game for us today, stopping the other quality attack line, and it was overall just a great team performance. I couldn't be prouder of the boys.
Welcome back to CAF TV. A Jenga Academy did Canada proud at the recent Iber Cup tournament, which took place in Spain. Now, the under-13s advanced all the way to the semifinals, taking down some top competition from around the world in the process. Their task got no easier, though, when they arrived home. Sunday, they were matched up against the runaway leaders of the CAF Under-13 Supergroup, CAQ Academy.
Hold on to your hats. This ended up being a crazy game, and Jenga shocks the undefeated CAQ squad by opening the scoring. The original stop is made, but Ali Syed sticks with it, and he will put home the second chance, and it's 1-0 for the boys from KW. The rest of the first half, though, all CAQ. Bavnet Dial from about 22 yards out, and yeah, this baby had eyes top shelf, and it's all knotted up at 1 apiece. And then Asad Syed can't handle the little awkward bounce here. Nicholas Dunn pounds home the juicy rebound, and it's 2-1 CAQ. Second half, they'd expand their lead. Once again, the original stop is made. Jenga can't clear it, however, and the Blues take full advantage, and it's 3-1 CAQ, and then the big man, Kabir Kahal, easy pickings for him. CAQ running away with it, up 4-1, and they further stretch the lead as it's Kahal cleaning up the garbage here. And yeah, it's a blowout, right? CAQ up 5-1, but hold on. Jenga found its second win. Ali Syed heads it over the line, and it's now a 5-2 game, and then shortly after, Syed with the free kick and money off the post and in. Suddenly, the deficit is just 2, and then it's Syed with his fourth. That's right, count them, 4 on the day. Alas, that's as close as they would get. Almost a great comeback. Great heart, though, by Jenga. And Narendra LeMay stopped by after the game to chat with us.
I think we played all right. In the first half, we were down by 1. It was a really bad performance in the first half. But in the second half, we started scoring more goals, playing the CAQ way as well. But at the end, we let like 2 or 3 goals, and that's what came back. So we knew that we had to work hard in the last 5 minutes, and we did, and at the end, the result was a win.
Well, hot on the heels of CAQ in the under-13 division is One Touch Soccer out of Hamilton. Now, CAQ handed OTS its only loss of the season, a game in which they actually led 2-0 for much of the contest before being overtaken. So it's really almost a 1A, 1B situation at the top of the standings right now. Unfortunately for Brampton City on Sunday, they were no match for that OTS squad who've got designs on retaking top spot.
Unfortunately, Brampton had an off day, and against OTS, that is a very bad thing. All one touch in this one. Mason Petrucci gets things rolling for the Yellows. Little deflection out front. 1-0 OTS, and moments later, Christian Kazishin slicing through the Brampton defense, slams it home. 2-0, one touch. Dorian Shannon, too big, too strong. Just keeps on going and going, and then puts it in on the short side. 3-0. They made it 4, and then Petrucci turns on the Jets here, pulls away, and he will make it 5-0 for the boys from Hamilton, and they were just getting warmed up. Second half got no better for Brampton. Shannon will take the pass and absolutely smoke it past the poor keeper here. 6-0. For One Touch Soccer, and then it's Petrucci laying it back for his teammate, who will find the back of the net. 7-0 for the boys in green. And Shannon, yeah, he's good. Unstoppable on this day. He meanders through for his second of the contest and an 8-0 lead. And then it's Mighty Mouse, Peter Moskos, to Kazishin out front, and it was just that kind of a day for Brampton. But Nicholas Hobenka provided the one positive for the squad on the day with 3 OTS players draped all over him. He will go top shelf to finally get them on the board. Not quite enough on this day, as it ends in a bit of a blowout. An off day for Brampton, not indicative of how they've played throughout the season. Okay, big news to tell you about. Milton United star Joey D'Agostino has been invited to live and train for a year in Spain with the academy of professional club Hercules FC. He stopped by to tell us the story of how it all came about recently.
So one of my old coaches has connections in Spain, and he put together a camp with one of the coaches that came by. I attended the camp and he chose me. So I went over in October, did a trial for about 2 weeks. They liked me, so now I'm gonna go back in approximately 2 weeks to stay there for approximately a year. Yeah, this is a huge opportunity. I mean, I'm super excited. A little nervous because I'm going by myself, but it's all good. You know, you gotta make sacrifices to make it. And if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, right? Yeah, I'm just super stoked, super excited.
Okay, and just a quick reminder, the BioSteel Canada Cup is fast approaching. The event taking place in Toronto from August 5th through the 7th. Some big teams taking part in this, and don't forget the Under-16 Supergroup Final will be played at BMO Field. BioSteelCanadaCup.com to find out more about the event.
Welcome back to CAF TV. Arena soccer has been receiving a lot of attention in the GTA over the past few months, and for very good reason. Come the fall of 2018, Toronto will have a new professional franchise in the Major Arena Soccer League, but that's really just the tip of the iceberg. Canada recently launched a new Arena Soccer Association, and this fall we'll see the start of new Arena Soccer Leagues. A press conference was recently held in Mississauga to celebrate the launch. Here's more on that.
CASA has brought arena soccer to Mississauga.
You know what, it's just a great day for Canadian soccer.
Just a good event, good for Canada, good for sports, good for everything.
Fantastic event. Happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of something new, something special.
Canadian soccer royalty, past and present, fans and dignitaries descended on Mississauga City Hall on the 27th of June to celebrate the launch of a new indoor soccer association. 2 new leagues, a professional team coming to the GTA, and the naming of our national squad.
All of Mississauga is proudly cheering on the players, coaches, and look forward to a promising future here in Canada's 6th largest city. Congratulations.
I'm Mayor Bonnie Crombie, and I am so excited today at the launch of Arena Soccer right here, going to be based in Mississauga. We are really pumped. We are really excited about this. It's going to be a huge success.
The Youth Arena Premier League will kick off in the fall of 2017, open to all players and clubs for boys and girls under the age of 18. At the same time, the Arena Premier League will be launching, the first sanctioned semi-professional league by the Canadian Arena Soccer Association, with games taking place at Mississauga's Hershey Centre. And in the fall of 2018, Mississauga will see the arrival of a new professional squad in the Major Arena Soccer League. No question, it's an exciting time for fans of the beautiful game in this country.
This is special for soccer, it's special for Canada, and we're looking forward to making an imprint on the Canadian soccer landscape.
Canada will field an entry at the 2018 Arena Soccer World Championship hosted by Mexico, and the staff they've assembled to lead the squad is second to none. They're excited to vie for the world title and also for what the new CASA sanctioned leagues will mean for the development of soccer in this country.
Fantastic day, historic day. CASA born here in association with Canadian Arena Soccer Association. Very proud to be part of it with a group of unbelievable people You have Hector Marinario, who's the all-time point leader, goal scorer. He's part of this project, and he's going to be helping the group go right across the country, finding talent and building it right in every province. We want to come to every area to give every Canadian youth a chance to come through the pyramid of play and play for our country. Dwayne De Rosario, can you say more about Dwayne? He's been working closely with myself for the past few years, and to have him part of this, he understands the importance of playing the arena game because we grew up, playing the game. The fast decisions, the technical ability, it helps the vision, so we think it's going to help the overall player.
I've been fortunate in my career to be at quite a few of these, and this is really amongst the top that I've been a part of, and to know that's in my hometown and to know that I'm a part of this, it's very special, and I'm pretty confident with the support that I see before me that this is going to be special.
Great committee. I think we have a great supporting cast, a bunch of professionals, but great event. I'm very honored and privileged to be a part of the pro committee, and I'll be looking forward to working with my colleagues and making sure that we put together an exciting product on the field.
Being a kid that grew up, 2 blocks away from City Hall here in Mississauga, it's just an awesome feeling to be able to be a part of something that's going to give the Canadian kids, the Mississauga kids, an opportunity to shoot for. To be a part of the Canadian Arena Soccer Association, play the youth leagues, and something to strive for to play for the Canadian national indoor team.
Lots of local players who play indoor here have somewhere competitive to look up to play together, support their country. Seen a lot of familiar faces, coaches, old coaches, players, fellow teammates from my national team. A lot of people came to support. Soccer fans. It was a good event today.
Yeah, it's a proud day to be a part of Arena Soccer and also to be a Canadian. I think this is heading in the right direction with some great people involved. A lot of hard work went on behind the scenes, and you know what, to get the opportunity to put a team on the field. The arena game offers something outdoor doesn't offer. It offers non-stop action. The ball does not leave play quite a bit. You got to think fast, you got to move fast, so it's one thing to be fast physically, but the arena game, you got to be fast mentally as well, because it doesn't end.
Your first chance to see our national team up close in action will be October 1st as Canada hosts Mexico in an international friendly at the Hershey Center. The first of what promises to be many thrilling encounters for fans to witness in the years to come.
We're looking forward to October 1st when we kick off against Mexico, our first friendly, and we're looking forward to winning the second World Cup of Arena Soccer in Mexico.
Welcome back to CAF TV. Toronto Youth Football Club has been absolutely dominant in under-20 supergroup play so far. Now, with a spotless record through 2 months of play, they've been crushing opponents on a regular basis. And unfortunately, that didn't bode well for Canadian SC. They were on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, yet to nab a single win up to that point. And not surprisingly, that didn't change on Sunday.
The last time Canadian played TYFC, they went down 7-0, and they were much better this time around, although Toronto did have the bulk of the chances early on, headed by Gianpedro Sansonetti, just over the top of the bar though. TYFC would draw first blood. Nice passing here. Ali Ahmed turns on the jet, slides it home, and Toronto was on its way, leading 1-0. It was almost 2 here, if not for the goalkeeping of Nikola Svetkovic. Absolutely sublime save off the one-timer from in close, and that kept the deficit at just 1. TYFC relentless Luis Silva to Adrian Garcia, but he rings it off the outside of the goalpost. Second half of play, Svetkovic continues to stand on his head for Canadian. The one-time deflection here, he gets down just in time to make the nice stop, though. And then Toronto Youth think they finally struck a second one here as the ball will fly over top of Svetkovic. Taesung Park right there to knock it home, but offside by a mile. And Canadian was still hanging in there. And then it was Svetkovic to the rescue again on Silva. Great sliding stop right there. But Silva gets his revenge soon after as he rips it past the keeper to give TYFC a bit of insurance. 2-0 your final. Afterwards, though, TYFC coach Brian Annan was impressed by how much Canadian SC has improved over a short period of time as they managed to keep it close on this night.
It was pretty a slow game for our boys, and we're just coming off a little vacation. The energy on both sides was pretty low, but we got the W, which we set out at the beginning of the game. We wanted to play good soccer, but the game was scrappy because of the wind, but it was okay at the end of it. The team showed good opposition. They kept the score close today, which is showing that they also developed throughout the season.
Okay, the Chantilly under-20s only have one win this year. Shocking with the amount of talent they have. They took on Fusion Sunday. First half, Mohamed Shamki in tight. Denied, though, by Gabriel Pizzicarola. Back and forth they go. Jonathan Brown showing off the quick feet. His shot, though, rings off the side of the net. Fusion free kick in the 20th minute right into the waiting arms of the keeper. Fusion would break the ISO off some fantastic passing here. Michael Thornton takes the feed outside. He will one time at home, and Fusion goes up by a 1-0 count, and they would make it 2 before the half. Miles Green with the free kick from 22 yards out, right through the wall. Plug that hole, boys. 2-0 for Toronto Fusion. Second half, they kept pushing. Brown down the wing, such speed. Slides it just wide of the far post, though. He would come through before it was all said and done, however, with one of the nicest goals of the week. Bides his time, cuts inside, tattoos it home. 3-0 for Toronto. Get out the air horns. Very well done. Afterwards, keeper Gabriel Pizzicarola was happy with the win, but thought his squad could have played just a bit better.
Overall, I think we did well. We're better than that, although we gave him some trouble, but we had trouble stringing passes together, and I think we could have done a little better overall as a team.
Okay, before we go, the CAF countdown, top 5 plays of the week. Number 5, Dorian Shannon of One Touch going through Brampton like a warm knife through butter. Just refuses to take no for an answer. He puts it in for the sweet score. Number 4, Canadians' Nicolas Vedkovic was under fire all game, but made some huge saves against TYFC. That one being the best of the bunch. Okay, number 3, another great stop. This one courtesy Chantilly's Hunter Oakley. That is a header right on the doorstep, and those are some top-notch reflexes right there. Beautiful save. Okay, number 2, Fusion's Jonathan Brown all over the Chantilly under-20s like a bad rash. Lulls them to sleep here and then delivers the nightmare. Boom. Absolutely gorgeous strike by the Fusion man. And number 1, Milton's Joey D'Agostino leaving soon for Spain for a year to train with Hercules FC. Shows you why they want him so bad. 30 yards out against Chantilly. You can't place it any better than that. Joey going out in style, and that is your CAF play of the week.
And that's all the time we've got for this week. Just remember, though, you can always head to cafsoccer.com to keep up to date regarding all the events in the Canadian Academy of Football. And, of course, all these social media outlets are right there for you to check out as well. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and we'll see you next week for more CAF TV.